Hey guys, Enchanted, this is Terrell, and we're back with another live. All right, guys, I'm Enchantress, and on this channel we go live every single day. On Sundays, it's Angel Messages, Mondays, Mystery Monday, and Tuesday, it's open mic for yes or no questions. So please subscribe so that you can join us on these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here to help us grow. We ask that you like, comment, share, guys, if you have not. Slam the ding subscribe button, okay? Like-minded souls are welcome here, guys. And remember, to get the perks of the channel, the easiest way is to become a member. All right. With that being said, guys, you've seen the title. All right. You've seen the title. So you have to let go of the fears of finding the one. That's what I was hearing. Let go of fears of finding the one. Okay? You could have those fears that you're not going to find your person. Okay? Let go of the fears of finding the one. That's what Spirit said. Spirit, please and thank you. I also have been moved. I didn't tell you guys this, but I removed my amulet the last time. Remember, it broke in half, but then I got a message, a download to remove it. I don't need it anymore. So I have removed the amulet that I used to wear for protection. So the first thing on the board was sexuality, okay? The second chakra is responsible for sexuality, pleasure, and desire. It balances sexuality and it can help people heal from any type of drama surrounded by that. I don't know why, but somebody may need that stone carnelian. The second chakra is located in the womb area, and carnelian stimulates both procreation and artistic creativity, because that's where your creativity sources from as well. So somebody may need to embrace their sexuality, and this could be hindering you from being open or receptive to energy that wants to come in, all right? Because it's saying to let go of your fears. So if you've had any type of trauma that comes from sexuality or anything like that, there's a stone that you may need to get, and it's called carnelian, okay? And it also opens up, you know, your sexuality. I don't know why this thing can't focus right, but that's the one thing about this camera. My other one used to focus on its own. But anyways, this is about embracing your sexuality. You allow yourself to have pleasure and enjoyment, because some people are just not as adventurous. So this stone may help you become that way if you've been told that in the past or in your past relationships or something like that, or you've gotten bored easy or something like that. You know, this gives you a greater sense of self-worth as you know, as well, and it also gives you confidence, strength, and deservability. See, so you're going to get the things that you deserve here. So sometimes people, if they've been abused sexually or something like that, they kind of draw in that type of energy. That may not be the type of energy that you want. It's because you're holding on to that energy. If something bad happened to us, it's hard for us to let things go. So sometimes we attract that type of energy. So I say that to say that you have to let go of the fears, okay? Your fear of not finding your person, you have to let go of that. And it could be because of different things. So this is a stone for some of you that it may need it. Carnelian, okay, for sexuality purposes. What else for the collective? What else do they need to be aware of when they have fear of finding their person, or fear of connecting with the right person? Or you could find, you know, you could feel like that, hey, I keep drawing people in, I can get people, but once they get in, it's like, what is this? So some of you need Turitella agate. Okay, that's another stone. Write these stones down if you're interested in stones. Turritella agate, because this helps you set healthy boundaries. Okay, it helps you set healthy boundaries. Turritella agate is like it's like snail shells all embedded in this crystal. So there's snail shells embedded in this crystal. Um, and their shells usually on a snail are soft and vulnerable, but their shell offers protection for them and the ability to set boundaries. So are there people in your life that constantly drag you down and drain your energy? This is probably the best stone to have around you. If so, you have to set better boundaries and disengage from spending time with them. So the best way to do it is to pull people apart from you. You know, they may need to be doing something. It's too much time on their hands. But either way, this helps you set boundaries even within a relationship. You know what I mean? Or, you know, somebody could just meet somebody just for the sake of meeting somebody, and you're so at the point of like being desperate, you don't set healthy boundaries because you're like, shoot, I met this person, they look good, I look good, let's just get it. No, it doesn't go that way. You have to set healthy boundaries, okay? You have to. So first, so on the board so far we have sexuality and we have boundaries. So what else fears need to be let go of in helping you find your person, assisting? What other fears need to be let go of? I'm using the crystals and stones because, you know, another one that came out is mental clarity, yellow calcite. Okay, mental clarity is necessary. When you're out here trying to date and meet people, you have to be at your best so that you can follow your intuition. If your intuition is off, you're going to choose the wrong person every time. So mental clarity, yellow calcite, it releases stagnant energy, and the color yellow enhances mental clarity. Yellow calcite can boost your brain power and intellect, and is especially helpful if you are studying, writing, or learning a new subject. But carry yellow calcite or place it on your desk to stimulate and sharpen your mind. So this is perfect when you're out dating, okay? You put this in your purse or in your pocket. It's gonna help you get mental clarity on what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with, okay? And this is when stones come in handy, okay? If you know you're studying or you're at school, you put this in your person. You put it in your purse, your pocket, wherever, you know, because it keeps your mind sharp. The affirmation here for the yellow calcite is, my mind is sharp, it's clear, and it's alert. I easily process and retain information. So that means that later on, you'll process what this person told you. If you're out on a date, you go home and you go, wait a minute, that sounds like a red flag. They said, what? You may not process it at first because you could have a glass of wine, a couple glasses of wine, you're laughing and talking to this person. Later on, you're like, wait a minute, did they really say that? Is that actually what they're looking for? Okay, that's not what I want to do. You see what I mean? And this is why, if you're not used to drinking and you go out on a date with somebody and one thing leads to another, you weren't ready for that. The alcohol made you ready for that. You know, you weren't ready for that, but it puts you into a different vibration. It messes with your mental clarity. So anything that messes with your mental clarity, when you go to meet somebody, exit all that out. Don't say, yeah, let's just go to a bar and have drinks. You know where that's going to go. You know already where that's going to go. So don't do that. Meet this person at a park, at a restaurant that has no alcohol, and just sit there and eat and talk so that you can get the clarity that you need before you take it any further. Before you take it any further. Jumping the gun, jumping to conclusions. You know, next thing you know, you're already sexually involved with somebody. And then you go, who the hell are they? When the truth starts coming out, it's like, wait a minute, I didn't know you were that messed up. Because you interrupted your mental clarity. Don't do that, okay? I'm trying to help you relieve the fear of finding your person. All right, what else? Instead of telling you every day that, hey, you're going to find this person, love is coming. Of course, the tarot sometimes directs us to love is coming. Okay, but maybe we're not on the right vibration to receive that love. So this reading is to help you get in that vibration so that you can receive the love that we say that's coming for your zodiac sign or for you. What else? What else? Give me one more to help with the fear of finding your person. All right, so somebody's, okay, Rhodochrosite, okay? Rhodochrosite, this is about your inner child. So there's some people whose inner child needs to be spoke to. So your future self and your past self need to communicate, okay? There could be something blocking you from your inner childhood that's keeping you from your person. Again, we go back to ancestors on this one. I'm going to clarify all these with a zodiac card, with a tarot card. But rhodochrosite derives its name from the Greek word of rose red, the color for love. So the layers of white, gray, and black speckles resemble layers of sediment buried within, deep within. It's the crystal for retrieving and releasing old childhood wounds to heal the inner child. Rhodochrosite invokes a soothing, comfortable energy to the heart chakra and promotes forgiveness and self-love. So sometimes when we get these angel messages, guys, and it's like you need to forgive, self-love, start taking care of yourself. This is healing your inner child. If you don't heal your inner child, you're going to have problems. You ever get in a relationship with somebody and go, man, they got mommy issues. They have daddy issues. This is because they did not heal their inner child. So you have to embrace your past, knowing that it has made you the person that you are today. Okay, so even if it's bad or good, you embrace it. Okay, I had a bad childhood, but it has made me who I am today. And I look at myself and I'm halfway decent. That's what you got to say. And you got to love who you are. Stop talking about what happened. Stop talking about it. Love who you are and who you have become. And if you beat it, that's even better. But it will surface. You get triggered. I don't care who you are. You get triggered once you get into a relationship with somebody. They start triggering those old wounds. And you're like, I'm getting ready to come out fighting because I was taken advantage of when I was a child. And I tell you, you ain't gonna take it advantage. It starts coming out until you address it. It has to be addressed. Those wounds have to be licked, okay? Spirit, please and thank you. Tell me more. Tell me more about those who fear finding the person or finding their person. Hey, that's too many. Well, if you want to quickly, love came out, and we all know that rose quartz is love. So if you are seeking love, rose quartz is the quintessential love stone, okay? It's going to help attract a soulmate or enhance an existing relationship. So this beautiful crystal makes it easy for you to love unconditionally and to accept love from others without hesitation. So sometimes we hesitate and we fumble love because we're not sure or we are insecure. And insecure doesn't mean you're insecure about yourself. You're insecure about believing somebody, so you have trust issues that need to be addressed, okay? It helps you accept love from others, like I said, without hesitation. So rose quartz promotes gentleness, kindness, softness, beauty, romance, and affection. Your affirmation should be, I am kind and loving to others, and as such, I attract more love into my life. Okay. Some of you, your intuition needs to be heightened. And to do that is with azurite, and your social skills need to be heightened. Because you have to be ready to be out there and date and find a person. All right, you have to know what to look for, what to hear, what's a red flag, what's not. People look at the superficial, and that's the problem. Stop looking at the superficial. Oh, he's got nice shoes. He got a nice car. He got this, he got that. Who cares? There are damaged people every day that have something going on for themselves, but do they deserve you and your energy? So some of you can use orange calcite for sociability and to heighten your intuition, azurite, okay? Magic is in the reverse. So that is off limits. Magic is in the reverse, okay? Magic is always off limits. And that's, if you want to know, labradorite. Magic is always off limits when it comes to love because you are putting somebody in a position to be manipulated by a force that they are not willing to be involved with. And this is when you get bad karma. So you don't want to do that. Magic is always off limits when it comes to finding your person or love. Don't use magic under no circumstances. It is a form of manipulation. Telling you, do not ever do that. And then you wonder why 6 years later, 5 years later, 3 years later, I'm not married, I don't have anybody, I'm miserable, like I don't understand why I'm not getting anybody. You manipulated somebody. You're going to be punished for that. You cannot manipulate somebody in love and think you're just going to get away with it. It doesn't work that way. Leave, and I don't care who tells you this. Or I can do a binding spell. I can do a spell for you. I can get your person to come back towards you. Don't fall for that crap. Do not fall for that, okay? Do not fall for that. You also could use a piece of petrified wood, all right? And that helps with the divine timing. Petrified wood is like a fossilized remain of an ancient plant. And it points to like the Earth's long history and how all things developed and change over time. So petrified wood reminds us that progress is sometimes gradual and gentle. So you can trust in that, in divine timing that, hey, I am patient. I trust that the events that are going to unfold at the precise moment, they are meant to happen. So you can also guide yourself towards divine timing and being patient. When divine timing comes up in your angel messages, and this is the reason why we do these different things on the channel, but I'm trying to help you get to where you need to be as far as being receptive to what's being said. So if I say, hey, divine timing is at work in your love life, do not rush it. Do not rush it. Because if you rush it, you're going to ruin what's supposed to happen. You're ruining what is meant to happen. Once you start rushing it, oh, I'm just going to say something. I'm just going to call. I'm going to say, get over here. Come over here tonight and see me. Come see me tonight. No, you're rushing divine timing. You're going to screw everything up. And then you get with this person a few days later, 2 weeks later, a month later, they left again because it wasn't the right timing. You rushed it. Do not do that. Do not do that. I am patient. I trust that the events will unfold at the precise moment they are meant to happen, okay? So petrified wood helps you with divine timing because of how that wood was created and developed. It just tells you that gentle, slow, steady growth like that of a tree often goes unrecognizable. You don't pay attention to a tree that's growing when it's very small until it gets huge and you go, I remember that tree. And it's almost like you don't pay attention to it. I know you guys have experienced this, 29 on the board, but I know you have experienced this. I know you have experienced it. And you see something and you go back and you go, wow, when I was a kid, I remember when that tree was just a baby. Now look at it. Now look at it. So be patient and have trust in divine timing for some of you. What is this? Let go of your fears. One more for let go of your fears. When it comes down to a love interest. Okay, the white light. So snow quartz came out. I surround myself with the white light of protection. Only good energy is allowed in and around my space. This is another thing to have. Snow white quartz. Snow quartz. It's like a white light. So you want positive energy. You want to be protected by the white light so that only good energy is allowed in and around your space. This will help who attracts to you, who comes to you. Now, don't go buying a bunch of stones and mixing them all together, because when you mix stones together, it's very much like seasonings and food. If you mix the wrong seasoning with certain things, I can't even talk. If you mix the wrong seasoning with certain things, it doesn't activate its magic. Okay, this is why everything we deal with in life has something to do with smells, food, everything, seasonings, everything. You can combine something that it goes against you. You can, so make sure you know, if you're not used to dealing with crystals, make sure you get familiarized, because you can put a bunch of stones together and you're like, nothing's happening. Everything just seems to be working against me, because that's what will happen. Like, I'll give you an example. I was telling people about chia seeds. Do not activate them with milk. That's not how they're supposed to be activated. They won't work. You don't get the benefits. And people are like, I made chia seed pudding. It's so healthy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Use coconut water or water, and it's supposed to be room temperature or warm in order to activate the benefits of chia seeds. So it's the same with the stones. If you put this white light stone with something else, it may work against you and not for you. Okay? So you don't need a bunch of stones. You pick the one that you think will work well for you, or you go by your birth date and you find out the stone that fits perfectly for you. And that's the stone that you retrieve, and that's the stone that you keep on your person. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to get some tarot. I'm not going to pull any more, I don't think. But I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's telling you steer clear from magic. Next thing you know, when you're manipulating people and you're doing things, and I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're sitting down doing candle magic, moon magic. I don't give a clothing magic, jar magic. I don't care. Burying stuff in the yard. I don't care what you're doing. When it comes to love, that is taboo. Steer clear from it. Steer clear from it. Now, if you want to do magic on you getting a job, or you wanting and getting the right love, then that's different. But once somebody tell you, hey, come this way, let's start manipulating this person to want you back. No. You do magic on you to bring love into yourself, or to make you more appealing or more loving. Okay? That's you, because then that's your choice and you're okay with it. When you do magic on somebody else and they're not okay with it, and they hit that return to sender, and you lose your job, or you lose where you live, or your finances start getting messed up, don't ask somebody why. Don't ask somebody why. Don't do it. Don't do it. You manipulated someone with magic. Don't do it. Don't do it. You got a lot of people out here right now that's doing magic. I don't know why, but I guess this moon phase or whatever it was, everybody wanted to tap into some magic, okay? Do some magic on yourself, all right? Leave other people alone who are not trying to be manipulated by magic. All right, let's get the tarot card. So let's see about this inner child. What's the advice for healing your inner child? What is the advice using the tarot for healing your inner child so that you get this love? Okay, so focusing on yourself, focusing on your finances, focusing on your abundance, focusing on you standing tall, okay? The person in the Nine of Pentacles is abundant. They are independent. This person can stand on their own. They're enjoying the fruits of their labor. They work. This person is trying to have a good life here and trying to get what they work for. They're building. This person in the Nine of Pentacles is building status. To me, she's depicted as a celebrity or a star, and those are her plaques. She's not quite at the Ten of Pentacles, but she's working her way to it. Now, she could have easily obtained the first 4 of these or even the first 9, but that last one is going to be the challenge. The last one is going to be the challenge because then that's going to complete her life. 4114, she could be waiting for a twin flame. This is going to complete her life. She's single and abundant here. And sometimes the 9 of Pentacles is a wife. Okay? Sometimes the 9 of Pentacles can be a wife, but she's still trying to obtain that 10th Pentacle. So there could be something still missing even if she's married. But if you're single and abundant, you could be missing the love aspect. You have everything else but that love, because that's the tough one. That's the one that takes a little bit more time. You've dedicated enough time here in working in your career. You've built things. You have money. But this is also too about healing your inner child before you can get that 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is the family. Most people don't heal their inner child before they start having children. See, you're supposed to do that. That's why the 9 of Pentacles came out for inner child, because you have to do that before you put that 10 of Pentacles on the table. That's your family. That's your legacy. That's everything. You're supposed to be working on yourself to get you to a point of this lady in the depiction. She's independent. She's secure. She's not insecure. She's confident. And then she works on her family legacy. A lot of people forget that and they miss that. They do it first before being healed, and then wonder why relationships and things don't work out. You have to work on yourself first. Now, this is a little off subject, but I have to tell you about a girl who said she was in foster care all her life. She was in foster care all her life. So she went back and she started analyzing the little things. And you know what she said? She said, if you ever come across a kid, and this brought tears to my eyes because I'm just like that. Don't show me no movies. Don't show, I'll cry for days. I'm telling you, I don't want to see it. I can't. But this had me crying. She said all she ever wanted was a suitcase. She said they would send her off with bags. Every time she turns around, she has a trash bag full of clothes. She said her last day of foster care, they brought her stuff in bags to her. She said they just treat you, feel like you're just trash, just going from place to place to see if anybody wants you. Do you understand what that mentally does to someone as a child? And then she realizes it now as an adult, but she's healing. That's why she realized it. If she hadn't healed, she wouldn't have never known that wasn't right. She said, if you ever come across a child in foster care, give them a suitcase. She said it would mean so much to them. Brought tears to my eyes, okay? Brought tears to my eyes. Because there could be something as small as that needs to be healed within your inner child. Something as small as that. She recognized it. That is a part of the healing process. Congratulations to her. Okay, what is this sexuality? What is this sexuality? Okay, the Tower came out. It's Scorpio energy, which is a good zodiac sign to talk about sexual energy. The Tower came out. So this signifies to me that once somebody may give up their sexuality to somebody or be sexual with somebody, a Tower could occur, okay? So because some people, emotions get so overwhelmed when it comes down. This is how you know. You have to tap into that. You have to honor your body and embrace your sexuality, because there's some people that are going to show you things you don't even know or that you've never experienced. Sometimes it brings in a Tower. This could be something from childhood trauma. It could bring in a Tower because you've been exposed to something you've never done before, and they call it being turned out. So if you get turned out, what happens to Tower? Most of the time, people go crazy. I'm gonna bust your windows out. They go crazy. Because people look at sex sometimes as love. Sex has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with love. Because if you get sick today or tomorrow and you're with your husband or wife and you can't have sex anymore It is the love that will hold that union together. It has nothing to do with sex. And this is where people get screwed up. Sex is powerful. That's why the tower showed up. That's why Scorpio energy is here, because they're known for that type of energy. Sex is powerful. It is not love. You can be manipulated through sex, and it brings on a tower moment. If you've ever lost your mind over a sexual partner and just, you're going over there, where were you at? Who were you with? And this is why sex is not for young people. You're not supposed to have sex until a certain age. That's why they say wait until marriage. Because then you're married and that's your person. If you want to go crazy, that's your person. But you got people, who were you with last night? Where were you at? This is when you know you're sexually out of control. You weren't ready. You weren't ready for that. Because if you are mentally, you'll be able to maintain control. So it is so funny that the tower showed up for sexual energy, because that's how powerful it is. You can build it up and it could get crashed down at any moment, because sex is not love. Sex is a part of the journey of love. Sex is an expression. It's a physical expression, but love is mental. And that's why they say if somebody truly loves you, I lost my thought, but usually when you love somebody, it's easier for you to let them go than it is to drag along with them. And people think the opposite. Your emotions are screwed up. These things have to be fixed if you want true love. Love is about letting go. If you love somebody enough to let them go because you see that they're not working out with you, you're pulling on their energy. Please, please do right. Please, please, come on, talk to me. Why are you doing me like this? That's not love. You have turned it into the tower. You have turned love into destruction. Okay? Love doesn't work that way. If you love somebody, it's going to take a little bit, but you're going to be able to say, listen, the way you're treating me is not love. I understand that you don't want me. And if you don't want me, I have to remove myself from your energy, because you've showed me you don't want me. This is what we all need to understand. Love is mental. Sex is physical. Now, when you combine them together in the right way, you have a healthy physical and mental relationship. Stimulation on both sides. But people think just because somebody's having sex with them, they love them. Oh, he loves me. Look what he did to me. No, sex is sex. Sex is power. They want to have power over you. They want to control you. It has nothing to do with the mental. This is why some people can have sex and get up and walk away like they never knew you. Because it has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with a mental state. It can turn into the tower, and that's a tower moment. As soon as you have sex with somebody and it's a one-night stand, you're like, wow, I hope he called me, or I hope she called me, and they don't call you. That's the tower. Love, sex, and love are two different things. And sex could be destructive if it's misused. I am so glad that in the tarot card, the tower came out as sexuality. Because just that built up, and in one instinct, it could crash and crumble. So get that in your head, that sex is not love. It is the mental part that will keep you going no matter what. It is mental reassurance. It is conversations. It is mental receptivity. Okay? So I get that depiction of the tower being sexuality. Divine timing? What is this divine timing here? Okay. So we got the King of Pentacles upright as divine timing. And the King of Pentacles is all about stability, all about being reliable. It's all about success. It's all about having a secure mind. So the depiction of this King of Pentacles with divine timing is perfect, because this is somebody who's securely minded, okay? They're very conscientious. They're a leader. This is somebody who's very responsible. They are devoted. They're patient. They're ambitious. So with that being said, in order to get all these things of the King of Pentacles energy, what do you have to do? You have to wait. You have to be patient. The King of Pentacles was patient to get their stability. The King of Pentacles is also a generous man of wealth. They are a provider and they are a protector. And they are an honest, loyal friend. So I can kind of see the comparison of staying power here, because they waited. They took financial opportunities. They put in the hard work. They used common sense to get their success. So again, divine timing was at work for the King of Pentacles to become the King of Pentacles. Their achievements were through persistent effort. And they waited and they were patient and they were like, you know what? It's time now. I'm going to go ahead and make my move. I'm going to get this job, or I'm going to make this business work. They sat, they waited. They sat, they waited till it came to fruition, divine timing. So the King of Pentacles respects divine timing. They know what it is to wait. This is like a real estate developer. It doesn't start, it starts with one house. All you got to do is start with one property. And then next thing you know, you're a mogul if you handle it the right way. But you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to be patient, and that's it. So the Pentacles don't just come overnight. Okay? Divine timing is all about patience. What else did we have to look at? We looked at inner child. Let's talk about the advice for protection. When you're out here looking for your person, or feeling like, wait a second, or feeling like, you know, you could be giving up on looking for that type of energy. What am I looking for? Oh. All right. Spirit, please, and thank you. And then we have boundaries here too. So let's talk about that protection though. Tell me about protection. What type of protection do you need here? All right, so justice came out for protection. You see that? Justice. Well, isn't justice about protection? So that couldn't have been a better card that came out. But I believe it came out because you have to be balanced. You have to know what you want, and you have to protect your energy. And that's why I think justice. Justice is affiliated with the law. So what do the police supposed to do? What do? They protect you, right? At all costs, all right? If you're being violated in any way, they protect you. So I feel like the justice is here. If you're balanced, and you're balancing things out, I feel like you'll have a fair outcome. Justice is about when you are weighing many factors to make a reasoned and thoughtful decision. So that's why protection is here too. Keep your energy protected until you have weighed the consequences in the dating world. All right. Justice also means marriage contracts too. So I kind of feel like with that being affiliated with divine timing, maybe that's what we should all be in hopes of when we're out here dating in the first place. You should be dating for marriage. If you're at a certain age and you are stable and you're in a balanced place, because this is where people go wrong. If you're dating in the justice reverse, just think of how that would be. That's, you know what justice reverse is? A lack of commitment. So how can you date in the justice reverse? You're not ready for a commitment. You are the wrong age. You don't have your life balanced out. You don't have the proper home. You don't have security. You don't have the things you need. You don't have a stable career, and you're out here dating. This is where how the dating world got all screwed up. There are people dating and don't have what they need. That's not the time when you date. You should be dating for marriage. That's this divine timing. Be patient until you get into a balanced place to start dating. If you can't take care of yourself and you're out here dating and you mislead people, where do you think that relationship is going to go? Once you've had sex with this person, once you've been around this person, you're like, wait a minute, you just lost your job again? That's because you should have never slept with this person in the first place. If you had asked them questions and the right questions, if you had willed that sword wisely in that justice card, you wouldn't be with that person. How long have you been on your job? Oh, I just started this job like 6 months ago. How old are you? 35, 33, 32, and you just started the job 6 months ago? Something's off. Come on, guys. Pay attention to the red flags. How long have you been on your job as a masculine? And then ask them, do they have children? If they say, well, yeah, I got 3 kids or 2 kids, 2 babies, moms, and you've been on the job for 6 months, I'm confused. How old are your kids? 9 and 9, and you just been on the job for 6 months? Get your ass out of here right now. Get out of here. See, this is the things we don't turn away because we're too busy looking at how that person looked, and we're too busy worrying about their sex organ. Oh, wait, oh no, this is too big. I can't give this up. I can't pass this up. Well, go ahead. And then don't ask questions later why things are working the way they're working. Go ahead and be that way. Go ahead. Go ahead. And then later on, 6 months from down the line, a year down the line, I'm pregnant. And, he went on about his business. What did you expect? Did you ask about the baby's mothers? Did you ask what happened? Did you investigate why he has 2 different babies' mothers? Do not complain if you're out here choosing that type of energy. That's nobody's fault. You have to set boundaries. And again, what do we have on the board? It gave us all the tools, boundaries. The stones, the crystals here gave us all the tools we need to give yourself a fair shot at love. Do not ignore it. Divine timing. Heal your inner child. You need mental clarity. You need protection. You need to set boundaries. You need to watch your sexuality and look at the final card, love. It summed it up for us. It's all here. It's all here. It's up to you. If you don't investigate, if you don't ask questions. Hey, are you paying child support for your children? Do you provide for them? Nah, she crazy. I don't mess with her like that. I don't even see my kid like that. Get in your car and do a, what do they call them things? I forgot what they call it. But wherever, when they be scurrying on them wheels and go around in circles, do a donut. Get out of there. Get out of there. And the same go for feminine energy. If you're talking to a feminine energy masculines. If you're talking to a feminine energy and you're like, okay, so what's your day look like? What does your day look like every day? Well, my mom be watching my kids. I go to work. I come home. I got all night free. What else? If they're not in this, if they're not talking like this, hey, you know, my kids are at the babysitter. You know, I do pay them. You know, I work every day. When I come home, I have to cook dinner for my children, you know, and then, you know, I may watch a little movie with them. You know, I don't have a lot of time in the dating, you know, because I do put my kids first because I'm the sole provider. I have to take care of my children first. But I will make time for someone who I deem as a potential partner, who's going to come into my life and add and contribute. If a woman of feminine energy is not talking like that, get out of there too. Do a donut. Hey, where your kids at? Over my sisters. Where your kids at? Oh, my brother got them. Where your kids at? Oh, they with my mom. Well, your kids are never with you. What do you do with your children? Why would you want to go and impregnate that feminine energy? Why would you want to do that? Because she's going to do the same thing to your kid. Come on, guys. It's a no-brainer. We got to stick together. We got to be on one with this. Now, if you're just looking for sexual energy and you just hanging out and you just looking to have sex with somebody, let people know that. Hey, I'm not looking for anything stable. I'm just trying to get down. And then there's some people that will agree to that. And then you're going to get some people who will not. So what? But there's going to be some people who agree to it. So go get who agrees with it. Leave people alone. And then you wonder why you having bad days or bad weeks or bad months. Leave certain energies alone. Okay? It told us all here what we need to do to get to where we want to be at. And to let go of fears that are holding us back from love connections. Because if you have a fear and you go towards somebody, you'll accept any energy that they put out. Because the fear of not having somebody outweighs divine timing for you. The fear of not having somebody overweighs divine timing when it comes to, you know, waiting. You're like, I'm not waiting. I like him. He got a nice car. He got a nice place. Just because somebody has a nice place, a nice car, and dress good does not mean that they have a good heart. You don't know how they got that. You don't know if they robbed or stole from people or wrote bad checks. You don't know. Investigate. Divine timing. Show more patience. I don't have to rush to be with you. I'm secure with myself. If you're trying to rush me to the bedroom, you don't even know me. What's my middle name? Most people lay down with people and they don't even know their middle name. They don't even care to ask. What's my favorite color? What do I like? What do I eat? What do I like to eat? What kind of diet do I have? I don't know. After you done laid down with them. Come on now, check yourself. Check yourself. And this is not old school. People simply say, oh, that's old fashioned. That's old school. No, this should be the new school. This is the new school for those of you who haven't been taught. This is the new school. Stop listening to negative people. Go towards the positive. That's what's wrong with people. Go ahead, girl. Get it. Get it. And then the dudes, your friends, yo, that's it. Yeah, she fire, yo. Go ahead. Get on it. You don't even know where her past was. Go ahead. Get that. Get that. Ain't nobody in the neighborhood had that. Get that. Really? That's how we doing it? No. It's wrong. If you want something good, ask the right questions. Be in the right energy. If you're not in the right energy, get yourself in the right energy. What's the advice for the collective? What's the advice for the collective? What's the advice for the collective? follow your intuition. Follow your intuition with the high priestess here. It's always gonna figure it out for you. The only way to follow your intuition is to be in the right energy. Don't rush things. Set boundaries. Heal your inner child. Have your sexuality in check. I'll say it again. I'm going to recap really quick. Sex has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with love. People will have sex with you, exes will have sex with you and don't love you anymore. Sex has nothing to do with love. I'm going to give you the example again. If you're with somebody and something happens to you, you get in a car accident, God forbid, something like that. Both your legs are broken. You're laid up in the bed. Your person still has to go to work and hold it down. You can't have sex like that. And they're still going to hold it down for you. They're still going to love you. They're going to come in. You want some hot cocoa? How you feeling? Is everything okay? Love is a mental connection. Sex is the physical attributes, the physical part of it. It just puts the icing on top. It has nothing to do with love. If somebody doesn't know how to talk to you, if they don't know how to treat you, they don't love you. They don't love you. And the sooner we accept that, and then you got people that'll live with you just for convenience. They don't love you. They talk to you like you're trash. They go in and out. They treat you like trash. And then they'll come sleep with you. And you're like, they still love me. No, they don't. It's just convenience. It's there. That's not love. Okay? I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to give you a card of the day. I'm going to leave it there. Let's get a card of the day for the collective. Give me a card of the day for the collective. You could have somebody coming towards you that wants to apologize, but are they in the right energy, guys? This is a King of Cups reverse. They could want to apologize to you, and they could want a passionate new beginning. But when we look at who they are, they're not ready. And that Ace of Wands is more about sexual energy. It's more about a passion. But look at the energy that they're in. Look at the energy that they're in. They're in a ruthless energy. So if somebody comes back to you and you're like, oh, they're coming back. They want to have sex. It's getting ready to, this is makeup sex. How is it makeup sex and they feel the same way? This person is coming towards you. How do they feel and think about you? Look how they feel. They're bad news. They're bad news. So always get the energy when somebody is returning. Before you decide to do anything, pull out your tarot cards and ask, what energy is this person in? And even if the Two of Cups come out, can I trust this Two of Cups? Because this is a time, I believe now, that people can change their appearances. There's certain moons and phases that the moon goes in that can make people illusions. They come in like they want one thing and don't want anything. And then it's too late after you've gotten involved, and 3 months down the line, it's over. It's because they came in with an illusion. Like, I want this from you. I want that. I want this. Prove it. Prove it. I'm not giving up sexual energy. Go get it from who you've been getting it from. If you're coming at me, you're getting ready to wine and dine me. You're getting ready to put the time in. And by that time, with them putting the time in, you're going to see red flags. You're going to know if it's real or fake. And then you'll know what to do. That's all I have, guys. I love you, each and every one of you. Thank you for coming on and spending time with me this morning, guys. I'll be here this evening for all Zodiac signs, guys. All right? That's all I have. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot. Until next time, guys.